We're back in s-Hertogenbosch.
It just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Thankfully, it's also known as Den Bosch or Oeteldonk.
Den Bosch is one of our favorite cities in the Netherlands. The food here never disappoints, and it has these absolutely beautiful canals that weave through the city center. And we'll be fully exploring those today, the canals and the food. We've been to Den Bosch twice before on the channel, and each time we've had the famous Bossche bowl, a giant chocolate-topped cream puff. But this time we're changing it up and trying two interpretations of the Bossche bowl. Improvements, I guess. We'll see.
This video is sponsored by italki.
Okay, first we are in WORSTENBROODJES territory, therefore we have to stop for WORSTENBROODJES.
This is Kalekra, a stall in the market here in Den Bosch that has some interesting worstenbroodjes. All right, here she is.
It doesn't look like much.
She's hot and beautiful, like all worstenbroodjes should be. I got the sambal one, which I was expecting to be the spiciest, but it is not. That is the one that Alex has. Oh, okay. Looks like a pretty normal worstenbroodje. It's got some specks of red in there. Let's give it a bite. It's got a strong chili powder flavor. Smoky, savory. I'm not getting any spice.
Really?
But I am getting like a chili powder or like a chili flavor.
All right, and apparently I got the spicy one. It is the Surinamese worstenbroodje, and this has Madame Jeanette peppers in it. She said it was, what did she say?
She said it was gonna burn you from the inside.
Yeah, she said it was gonna burn me from the inside. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh
wow, this one is so much like what I would have expected on a spicy one. Wow.
It smells really different. I can smell it from here. Are you burning?
Spicy.
Is it really spicy?
Yeah. It's not like the carbonara ramen spicy, but it's definitely like more than mild. Wow, I don't know. I mean, it's got the kick, but it's also got like,
There are specks of green in it. Also, I think yours is all chicken and mine's like a pork mixture.
I think you're right. There's a lot more going on in this one. It is very spicy though. You know, I wonder how I could have asked what the ingredients were in the Surinamese worstenbroodje in Dutch. It'd be like, welke groenten?
Oh, you should ask about this in your next italki session.
For the past few months, we've been practicing conversations in Dutch every week on italki. And by the way, we've got a special gift for you from italki. When you use the link in the description and you spend $10 on italki credits, you'll get an additional $5 for free for your first class. Just be sure to use our promo code BUNCHARTED. Den Bosch was one of the first cities we ever visited in the Netherlands, and when we visited it for the first time about a year and a half ago, the weather was bad and so was our Dutch. Welcome to s-Hertogenbosch, also known, thankfully, as Den Bosch. But since we've started working with a certified native-speaking teacher who offers one-on-one customized language lessons, we become a lot more comfortable speaking in Dutch. In my last session, I did a refresher on all the things I'd run into at a restaurant, which is super practical.
Kan ik uw bestelling opnemen?
Een momentje graag. Ik ben nog aan het kiezen. How would you ask, what are the ingredients in something?
Ja, wat jij zei is ook goed, van wat zit erin?
Okay, these sessions are so helpful because they're all about real life situations, and having that personal interaction makes it so much easier to remember and apply what we learn. italki offers lessons in more than 150 languages, so no matter what you want to learn, there's a teacher for you. And the best part is you pay per lesson. There's no subscription and prices start as low as $5. Plus, you get 3 trial lessons that are refundable if you're not satisfied, which is so helpful when you're trying to find the right teacher. So if you're serious about learning a language, especially if you really want to dive into conversation practice like we are, definitely check out italki. And don't forget to use the link in the description to get $5 off your first class when you spend $10 using our promo code BUNCHARTED. But hurry, this special offer is only available for the first 50 users. Thank you to italki for supporting our channel and sponsoring this video. Now back to Den Bosch.
Our next stop is this museum, which has a lot of art that's been described as macabre or nightmarish. I can't wait. This is the Jheronimus Boss Art Center, and his nickname was Den Duivelmaker, which means the creator of devils, and they didn't take our museum cards here. Those devils.
Bosch's paintings feel like you're stepping into a dream, or maybe a nightmare.
And while this museum doesn't have any of his originals, it is the only collection of his work together like this, and it's amongst other art that was inspired by Bosch. So really, you could say that this is the best way to envision his perception of hell. Plus, it's in an old church. think this area seems like it's like art that was inspired by Boss.
Not like recreations of his work.
A lot of boobs
Yeah.
in this art.
He invokes titties. Is that controversial? I probably shouldn't say that.
Okay, I think this is a recreation of his actual work, but over here you've got a depiction of paradise. And then over here you've got everyone fiending over this hay, which apparently depicts like money. And over here, you have everyone in hell because they were greedy.
Yep. And the devils are the ones that are pulling the cart full of hay. So they're leading everyone into hell.
It's a strong message.
It really is.
There are a lot of naked people in hell though, so I mean, it can't be that bad.
Yeah, actually, there are lots of naked people in paradise, and there are lots of naked people in hell, but
Everyone's
not in
clothed in the
between.
middle.
Yeah, not in between.
Makes you think.
This place is known for their comfort street food, and I need to be comforted.
Oh my God, look at this drink.
What I found.
You found it.
I just found it here.
It's just on the table.
This is a pandan sour, and I was not expecting spekkoek to be on top of it.
Sip it.
Oh, it tastes just like it.
Like
Yep.
spekkoek or pandan?
Pandan. But I mean, it also, therefore, to me, it also tastes a little bit like spekkoek, because I think it has like a vanilla liqueur in it too that's emulating the cake flavor.
Oh my God, this thing is huge.
Yeah. What do we have here? We've got obviously some shrimp,
Like, what do we have here? We
lettuce,
ordered it.
pickle.
Oh, you mean literally in it?
Yeah, like literally
What do we
what's
have
in
in
it.
it?
Yeah, lettuce, pickle, some cabbage, green onions, some sort of remoulade. Is that what it is?
Remoulade.
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 It's when you get remoulade for the whole room.
Yeah,
It's remoulade.
it's for everyone. So we got a po' boy, a shrimp po' boy, and this, I think it is from New Orleans.
Yes, it is from
But
New
it
Orleans.
definitely reminds me of New Orleans because we always get it when we would go to New Orleans because it's a
from New
specialty. This one does look a little different though. I'm used to the po' boys having fried shrimp.
Oh yeah.
And these are just like sauteed shrimp, but it still looks beautiful. All right, I'm gonna make it so that I can get a little bit in my mouth.
That's what she said.
All right. Oh my God, this is so good. The bread is super crunchy yet soft in the middle, which is like a key element of a po' boy. And this shrimp has some sort of like, almost like a parsley pesto on it, which gives it like a little bit of like a tang. And the pickle, oh, it's like crunchy and sour and just like brings the whole thing together. Dude, this is a really good po' boy.
Does it remind you of the ones from New Orleans?
It's lighter and it has like more variation of flavor, in
There we
my
go.
opinion.
Po' boys, to me, are one of the messiest sandwiches that you can eat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we used to go to this place that was known for po' boys in
New Orleans.
New Orleans. And it was just all over your hands, all over your mouth. It's a big sandwich and it's got a lot of sauces on it. How does Den Bosch have such amazing food?
It's so impressive.
Every time we come here, we are just like shocked at how good the food is. We got great Italian sandwiches at one time. We just got a great po' boy
A
here
po'
of all
boy.
places. The first time we came here with that great Indonesian rice stoffel, remember that?
Yeah,
and then
that was really good.
something else. Oh,
Yeah.
that coffee, they had that toast thing.
What?
They had that breakfast.
Oh,
I don't know, I
you're
guess that wasn't as
right.
memorable.
No, it really wasn't, but it was still good.
Yeah, they gave us cola flavored suckers.
Oh my God, it's cola flavored?
It's cola flavored. It's the best flavor.
I love that place. Okay, so we mentioned earlier that we weren't going to be going back to Jan de Groot to get their famous Bossche in this video. However, we do have some Bossche ice cream. Oh my gosh, is this an entire Bossche? Yep, I can confirm. It's an entire Bossche.
When did you and Michelle get divorced? Oh, I remember exactly where it was. It's in Den Bosch at Royal Bakery.
Thanks for mentioning where we are. I mean, it's good. It's like soft serve ice cream with chocolate syrup. And like, you get a really good chocolate flavor from the Bossche. However, I mean, as you can tell, it is a challenge to eat.
Do you get any flavor from the table?
It bounced from the napkin to my phone.
Oh, okay. What about phone flavor then?
Yeah, I'm getting a strong iPhone flavor.
A strong flavor of all the different places that we've been that you touched today.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. It still made me think about it.
It's good for you.
And now we have another take on the infamous bossable. This is the dirty bossable.
You're my dirty bossable.
Here at the Happiness Cafe, they take the Jan de Groot bossable, cut a hole in it, and fill it with espresso. That's that me espresso. This one's a beauty because it is a Jan de Groot bossable. So I noticed when I poured the espresso into it, it kind of like overflowed, but then it all just started to sink in because I think it's like making this like really creamy treat inside. Look at this. It doesn't look very good, but I feel like this is going to be the best tasting thing ever.
Do not drop it on the table.
Here we go.
Yeah, to me, this one seems like the correct combination of things. This is not slapping a bossable on top of an ice cream cone.
The inside of this is so good. It's like the amazing lightly sweet whipped cream mixed with espresso. Like it's just like a delectable little treat inside of a chocolate bun. Like, this is amazing. 5 bossables.
Bossables.
5 bossables.
And how,
I'll get it right before the end of the day.
Is that better or worse than the one without the espresso in it? The one without that me espresso.
Oh, that's actually a really good question. I actually think this is better. It's like, it cuts the sweetness of it a little bit. It makes it like, it's like adult.
Wow.
Come here and get this.
Yeah, that was
so
good. Okay, we have returned to the Tramkata neighborhood, which if you watched our first Den Bosch video, you're familiar with it because this is where we stayed in that really cool crane home that Ryan Trahan learned about from our video. Give us some credit next time,
Who would have
Ryan.
thought?
Anyway, apparently all of this art is slated to be demolished. I'm assuming it's part of like the redoing of the neighborhood, the upgrading of the neighborhood. But I mean, come on, look at this.
This is so cool.
This area is so cool though. It's just this old factory area that's been rehabbed. Rehabbed is the word I was looking for.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And now there's like just bars, restaurants, various other things. And,
do you think that video game place is still there?
I was actually just about to ask you the exact same thing. Let's see if the arcade's still there.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Look, there's a cat on 2 of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good sign. Okay, we have made our way in between the silos. I think we're allowed to be back here. There's nothing telling us that we can't.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Look at this.
This is crazy. When you look up, don't leave your mouth open.
Why?
Because there's dripping water from pipes and stuff. You know?
Those are good words to live by.
When you look up, don't leave your mouth open. You gonna keep walking?
So cool. Hey, it's still open. What a relief.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think I could deal with such disappointment today.
Devastating loss. It's been so long since we've had Surinamese food, and it's one of our absolute favorite foods here in the Netherlands, and I don't know why it's been so long. We're at Tante Voni, and it's supposed to be some of the best Surinamese food here in Den Bosch.
Okay, so we got something called pom, which is a Creole casserole of grated tire.
I think we had this before.
In our Surinamese food video?
Yeah, I think it was a broodje.
Palm jar, which is like a starchy vegetable, and then you bake it until it's golden brown. And I do think like sometimes you'll just kind of like mash it up too and then serve it on a sandwich, which is how we have it here.
Said the sambal was very petish, so looking forward to trying that as well. Perfect bite. Let's go. I'd say it's got somewhere between like the flavor of the sweet potato and maybe like a carrot, and the consistency of the sweet potato, like a sweet potato casserole, and the savoriness comes from the chicken. It's very good, and the sambal is very spicy. This is a delightful meal. And they keep it on a little warmer for you, so it stays hot while you eat. How delightful is that? Okay, so we have a little bit of time to kill before the boat ride. And apparently we're here for the Den Bosch kermis, if you can't hear it. And I have an observation. There are no dicks at this kermis.
None.
It's a dick-free kermis, which is very weird.
No, look, ahead. I see a dick. Straight ahead.
Ahead? I stand corrected. This dapper gentleman is right over here. And it was finally time to board our canal tour. Of course, this is no ordinary canal tour. This is a tour of the Binnendieze, and it allowed us to experience a very different perspective of Den Bosch, under Den Bosch. We went under in between about 100 different homes, breweries, the city hall, churches, and other buildings through a series of narrow canals that you can't see much of from the streets. It fell into disuse but has been restored over the last 50 years, and now you can take these canal tours only through this one company, I believe. And it's one of those experiences that we really love here in the Netherlands, where it feels like you're seeing something historic and untouched. You can see so much by looking at buildings from this angle. Old stone walls and hidden courtyards. It's clear a lot of work went into restoring these waterways, turning them into something that feels really special. Dankjewel. That was a lot of fun. That was really cool. That's the end of our trip to Den Bosch today. I think we did a lot of stuff. However, this is one of the times when we film a video and I don't really know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
I felt like we did like a weird hodgepodge of things today. But hopefully you liked it. Next week, we're hopefully going to Portugal. I'm not sure if we are. We were planning on it, but there may be a last minute change. If we do end up going to Porto, then we'll be posting a vlog from Porto on our Patreon.
Yeah.
So if that's something you want to watch, Buncharted in Portugal, then head on over to patreon.com/Buncharted to check that out. And if we don't end up going to Portugal for whatever reason next week, there's still a lot of other exclusive Patreon-only vlogs that we have over there. So if you want more Buncharted, check that out. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I hope this video was interesting. Right now, I'm kind of thinking it might not be. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
Tot dan.